Hi guys, we are back with another episode. I can't hear myself.
Hey.
Okay, there you go. There
Hey.
go. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Can you hear
Okay,
me?
yeah, I can hear myself. Oh no, I can't because I just pulled it. Oh, there you go. Hey, we are back with another episode. It's your girl G9 with G-Vibes Podcast.
What's poppin'?
Yes, and I got my girl right here. I mean, do we need an introduction for you? Because all honesty, you've been here a few times. You've been rolling with me since I met you, and I'm proud to say that I really look at you as a friend, like you the homegirl.
That's fire, because that's how I look at you, girl.
You know, as women, it's hard to call people your friend all the time, whatever.
Girl, as humans.
Yeah, as humans.
People be tripping.
No, they really do.
People be tripping. You think, you like, oh, that's my, wait, what?
And then they do something to you, be like, that wasn't my friend at all. I thought that was my friend. Anyway. Okay, so you guys, this is Divine right here.
Hello.
She's been doing music for how long now?
I would say since 2011.
2011. You know what? 2011? How many years is that?
Well, let's see. To 2021, I would make it 10, 11, 12 years.
12 years. How do you feel about that? 12 years in the game, 12 years trials and tribulations with the industry and things like that. Do you feel like it's been different for you?
It's been different, but to be honest, I feel like I'm still just getting started.
Why do you feel like you just getting started still?
Just because
Hello.
we're in such a instant microwave society that when people see you for the first time and they see other people celebrate you for the first time, it's like you're a new artist.
Yeah.
But you know the work that you've been putting in and how many no's and rejections, and I tried this, I failed at that, I failed again, I felt like you know what that process looks like. But when other people see you and see other people recognizing you, then it's like, oh, she just got here. She only been here for 10 minutes and look, she did it. That's how we do each other.
Yeah,
right?
that's exactly how we do each other. How do you feel about that? How do you keep yourself motivated?
Shoot, praying and honestly just having faith in the vision that I keep getting. Like, I'm telling you, this how deep vision is. I could walk past any mirror, even if I don't look in the mirror, but it's like I see this reflection that's different than just me seeing me. Like, there's something Kanye's mom said to him in his
documentary. I love that documentary, actually.
Where she said when a giant looks in the mirror, he doesn't see himself. I identify with that because when I look in the mirror, like I said, whether I look deeply or don't really look at all, I see people. Like, it's a heavy crowd in front of me that I don't even know where it ends. But I see these lights, I see lighters, I see...
Oh, you vision yourself on the stage?
What?
Yes, I know. I identify with you with saying that so well because as much as people like keep going and do this, do that, like you got to do this and you got to do that. Like I honestly feel like I'm on the right path to where I'm trying to get to, and I see it clearly. And it's understandable that people may not see what you see.
Absolutely.
So I love that you said that because that's how I see things too. I'm like, I see me on the stage. I see me with the mic. I see the love, the spirits around me. I just haven't got there yet.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I haven't got in that moment yet, but I know that God is going to get me in that moment. So that's what I've been practicing on, motivating myself every day and practicing that. So how about you, like motivating yourself in prayer and stuff like that? Like what keeps you going besides that?
My why, my son.
Yeah.
I want what I want so bad that I think if anyone was to ever bump into me, because I'm pretty like energetic, bubbly, goofy as all get out. But when I'm not really in that mode and people can catch me, I'm very serious.
Yeah.
Because in my mind, I'm about my business. I'm about my vision. I'm about that stability that I'm seeking and that I'm gunning for. Like, I'm always in my head, like, when am I gonna get? Okay, not when. Okay, that part's not up to me. Let me humble myself. That part's not up to me. okay, how am I gonna get there? And even in getting there, that grace that you have with yourself, you ought to also do exercises to allow yourself to have grace for yourself. Because sometimes you think you like, okay, social media, I posted some heat, right? Sometimes you like, no, this gonna be the one to go viral.
Yes.
This gonna be the one. It don't work like that.
It don't.
It's when you really let go and decide to just, I'm gonna just pop my shit today.
You know what? That's important. And we're gonna get a little bit on social media conversation. Today, before we as we start, I want to get on something really quick. I want to get to know Divine.
Let's get it.
Like,
wait. Let's know her.
Let's know her. Like, get it to her eyes. Right? Look at the camera and say eyes. Give the smiles. You know the smiles that Tori Banks be doing. Oh yeah.
I've been put up on a nigga like.
I swear to God, your spirit is so strong and you're still goofy, and I love that. Thank you. Okay, so let's get to know her. What vibe is she? What is her vibe? I mean, I'll let y'all. Let's find out. Ketchup or mustard?
Mustard.
What do you put mustard on?
I'm not knocking ketchup. Let me be clear. I'm not knocking ketchup. Okay,
you're not knocking ketchup.
But mustard got this.
Okay.
Right? You could get the honey Dijon. You could get the regular.
Oh, now she know the flavors.
You could get the hot one. Like, it's one of those things where, like, when used, it just make the taste
even hotter.
It's more acquired. But, you know, I think I like stuff that's more acquired. I'm an acquired taste. I feel like. So, yeah, I would say mustard for sure.
Worst sign you ever dated?
That's tough. That's tough. Because, you know, you try to, like, mature and elevate and all that shit and equate it to the person.
Yeah.
But because you asked the question, I'm going to have to say Aquarius.
Yeah, girl, controlling. Anyway, I love y'all Aquarius. I'm a little controlling. No way.
You can let up a little bit.
Let us up, you know.
Yeah, we can.
Okay. Day or nightlife?
Okay, so like if somebody's taking me on a date, do I want to go out in the day or night?
Yeah. Or you want to go out at the party and it's day or night? What would you rather do, a day party or a night party?
Tough because I like my sleep.
Not you like I like my sleep too because I be sleep 7, 8 o'clock. And people like, what you doing? Sleep.
And I'm a mama, so I would say date because if I even like you like that for us to be on a date, I want to be able to give you like my undivided attention and I want to have the energy to be adventurous. I like that. Like if we're gonna be here, I'm not that chick at all. That's like okay. First of all, we better be pulling up to Nobu.
Yeah, like nah, you good with
I don't care for that.
Okay, so what's your typical? What will be an ideal day for you?
Something you thought about, like
put thought into the date.
Into it, and just be sincere about the shit. What we eat and stuff. Like don't get me wrong, I love food. Take me to try something. Like okay. If he got a restaurant that is like his stuff, I feel like I want you to take me to that place.
Yeah, so that's a part of getting to know you.
And it's cute. Like, I'd rather be on the vibe of like, yes, you're thinking of me and you put it together with me in mind, but you made it so personal because you too want to be on this date with me. That we're doing things that you're like, listen, I'm going to let you get to know me a little more. Right. This is one of my spots.
Yeah.
That way it's like, okay, we not just out here dating because we're for the fuck of dating or trying to impress anybody. You're really trying to get to know me on that level, and I'm trying to get to know you. So what are we playing for? We at Nobu for what? For pictures?
Right.
We on our phone just to brag and tell people we at Nobu? Like,
right.
I don't know. That doesn't move me. So that's just not what I'd be looking for. But definitely daytime when I'm awake. Night times every now and then, sure. But even then, I probably wouldn't want to be at, like, no club or nothing. Like,
yeah, the clubs is kind of overrated for my life.
I mean, unless we... Now, I will say this. I love me some good music. So if you found like an underground spot, which I don't think Cali has a lot of, but
Yeah.
like some
we
Love
need an
Jones,
underground spot. You
some
know
Love
what?
Jones shit where you just got me in a big old crowd and that doom doom
Hey.
that Afro beats.
Oh, like on Love Jones and they was
Like,
all tearing it up.
excuse me? I'm in it. But if
Yes.
it's not that, I'm cool. Like, don't have me a supper club and shit. I don't want to see that stuff.
Yeah, that's.
I don't
we
care
see
about
those
LA.
people. We already seen those people.
In the daytime, I saw them. I'm cool. Same people with that college, no offense, but the black college crowd, they be at all the black college crowd events. You see the same people. The point to go out is to enjoy yourself and meet new people.
Yeah.
Not have the same niggas circulate each event. Oh, I seen you with the last one. That means I'm going out too much. Okay?
Oh, you see me too much. I don't think we should do that. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Okay. You can hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you perfectly. I had to take mine off because of I'm gonna cut this part out.
Okay.
I had to take mine out because I kept hearing this and it was in mine, so I didn't want it to be on the whole show.
Okay.
So I took mine out until I figure out.
Till
my man figure it out. Anyway, back to Divine and what she likes, what she loves. First date, who's paying?
Him? I mean, I hate these questions.
Sorry about that. I'm just asking.
He could pay first date, so I can see like how I feel like a first date is. That I think too. That's why I'm saying Nobu and all that. I don't expect that, but I think if you asked me on a date or we talked about going on a date.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Bust your wallet out. Let me see your
see your little change. See your change.
I have to tell myself too because I feel like a lot of times this whole independence mindset that a lot of us women have, it's fine to make money and stuff, but let that man open that door for you.
Yeah.
Let that man pull your chair out. Let that man, you know what I'm saying, do what he need to do to establish the fact that he wants to have chivalry with you.
Yeah, I get it.
So that's why I'm like, we ain't got to go to Nobu, but even if we went to Jamba Juice, boo, you could buy this juice for me so I could really see, you know what I'm saying? What you talking about when it comes to me. And then everything after that, I feel like that's to be discussed. That's to be talked about. Mm-hmm. So, yeah.
A most important thing about a relationship that you learned that you need to take with your new relationships moving forward. That goes with family, friends, and a man. Doesn't matter.
Boundaries.
Yes. Shout out to the boundaries life.
Boundaries.
Not everybody can understand it.
I think boundaries makes way for the soft life. Which I feel like now is something that I super appreciate, and that's why I'm saying like being able to like subconsciously tell myself like, yo, you did make it to the door first, but move aside and let him open the door for you.
Yeah, it's okay.
Yeah, boundaries has opened the door for a softer me, because I think before I was a little hard because I felt like I can't just communicate that I don't want that. I got to walk in and be hard. I can't, because
if you walk in and be hard, he gonna think he gonna use that against you. That's how,
right.
That's what and that was the game. And we just got to know you a little better, relationship wise, friendship wise, catch up on your mustard wise. But my thing is, I think that as we get older and as you mature, you realize the most important things in your life as a woman, as a human being, is to put boundaries on yourself, to put boundaries on people, to do things differently that you never did before. Yeah. Because I feel like our experiences teach us to do better, right? So if they teach us to do better, why are we still stuck and frustrated with people? Because if we're growing, we won't be frustrated with people no more because we know how to deal. Right. So I don't know. It's that for me.
It's boundaries, and I was going to say the next step is communication, because you can establish those boundaries, but if you're not communicating them, that's where you allow yourself to be trapped in that relationship. Right. Because if somebody's doing something that you expect them not to do, that's on you to communicate that boundary or that level of, hey, I need a little more growth in this area. I would appreciate if you could ... or if we could be a little more, if we could have a little more dialect in this area, because this is something I'm still growing with. Like, communication is just as important as boundaries, but those boundaries have to be communicated to that other person.
Right. Okay, okay, Divine. You know what? Let's get right into her music and why is she here. She has a new, would you call it an EP or album? Because it's an album for me. It's
Album.
18 songs, y'all.
It's
18 songs.
It's giving album, baby.
It's giving 18 album sounds. We ain't had an 18. I don't know nobody that do 18 no more. Why don't people do 18? Why do you think people don't do 18?
Not cool.
I'm going to look at that while you say why people don't do 18 songs no more.
Okay. I feel like 18 songs. We live in the single society right now. Because even people were like, what are you doing? You're dropping a whole album. That's crazy. Nobody's going to listen to it. And I was just like, oh, okay. I made 35 songs, and we had to narrow them hoes down.
So, 35 is a lot of songs to narrow down.
Yeah, and I feel like this, too. I feel like...
When you don't hear me, let me know.
Okay. I feel like people's passion is not the same, too. Like, I'm not going to speak on everybody or say the industry is missing. I don't fucking know what other people are thinking. I don't.
Right. It's not your place.
It's not my place, and I'm not trying to make it my place. As for me, though, I felt like, why have such a limited mindset to be like, well, like, I respect Russ, who's an incredible independent artist.
I like him.
He had his thing where he was dropping a single a week, and it worked for him. And shout out to Russ.
Hey, Russ, if you ever see it.
there's a couple of other people who took that same approach. For me, I felt like I at one time got so hung up in trying to, I got to do what Russ did. I got to do what such and such did.
Yeah, we do that.
They made it, and I need this stability. I drew it back and said, okay, I'm going to go in the studio again. The clock is ticking. I'm either going to do this music or I'm not. I'm going to go in there and I'm going to have fun. I went in there not really expecting to make nothing. Mm-hmm. Next thing I know, in 4 months, we got 35 songs, and I'm like, wait a minute.
We got a lot. We got an album somewhere in here.
I can't continue the pattern of keeping music to myself. So, yeah, I could play the role and push these 35 songs one by one. So that has me 35 weeks pushing a single, which looks incredible.
Right.
But at the same time, I know me. I could go in the studio. I was just in the studio. I go every Saturday. I just made 2 more songs. And before that week, I made 2 more songs. So I could take that route. But my creative process personally, I don't have to be like, I guess, separate. Like, you know how if I got a slice of bread, or no matter of fact, I bring out a slice of bread for us, right? Mm-hmm. You see the slice of bread. Now, I could be stingy and cut that shit in 2 and be like, okay, cool, you have a half, I have a half. But I also know that I'm a bread factory. So if you wanted more bread, it would be nothing for me to just give you the slice that I got, because I got more bread. And that's how I see my creativity. Y'all can have these 18 songs, because I can't wait to make new music and then drop a real single every week, because that's what I just literally did.
I see. I know.
But I think people fear that. It's like, what if I run out of ideas? What?
How?
It's so much like, I don't, again.
But it's not how, but it's like, how? If you're an artist, and I don't know, because I'm not a singer or rapper or anything, what do you define yourself as, an artist or a singer or a rapper? Like, what do you, because you give me Lauryn Hill, Jill Scott, you give me Erica, so you even give me a little bit of music, Soul Child. I love music too.
I listen to all them people. They are phenomenal.
This album to me was about love, happiness, healing. A little nervous to get out your shell, something it sounded like in the beginning. Yeah. I think at the way you did the album, it like kind of the transparency for me. It was really good. It was more for like, it went from the beginning to you frustrated to you were healing at the end. If that makes sense.
Hell yeah, it makes sense.
That's okay, great. So that's how I
translated. Yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah. And see,
that's what I wanted you to feel.
I like listening to music. It's a difference. People like to hear the chorus. I like to hear the music. So
and that's who this album is for. People who still listen to music. I used to take my ass to Target and buy a CD. I think the last CD I ever purchased was, I want to say it was either Chris Brown. was it Chris Brown's album? Actually, let me tell you the truth. The last 3 CDs I remember buying from Target was Justin Timberlake, Justified, Chris Brown's. Which CD was Chris? Either way, it was Chris, and then it was Michael Jackson Invincible album. And I purposely went and purchased those albums. I'm not saying I wasn't listening to nothing else because we had what was that, Napster?
We had a lot of people
illegally download shit back in the day. I went and take my coins because I love this artist so much. I want to buy the album. Give me more.
So who's your favorite artist of all time?
Michael Jackson. What?
A lot of people don't. You know what? A lot of people around our age, don't give it up to Michael. Like, Michael is the blueprint. Like, of the sound.
But it started with James Brown.
Yeah, I get it. But I'm talking about our era more.
Yeah.
We that's who I feel like we should look up to. Like, that's who I looked up to as an artist. Like, you know how they have Beyonce now? Michael Jackson was Michael Jackson. And he's still Michael Jackson. Ain't nobody Michael Jackson to me.
I was about to say, I'm gonna even leave that alone because Beehivers is something.
Don't say nothing about Beehive.
Michael Jackson for me still,
yes.
Right after death, and that's something to be said. Like Kobe, even after death.
Yes,
LeBron,
we have.
I mean, I don't care if people gonna talk their shit, but even after. Yeah, there's just some people who were sent here to really do it, right?
You know, Kobe.
And I think Michael was sent here to really do it, even to where James had, like, it's one particular, like, performance, James Brown, and he brought Michael on stage, but it was the way they embraced each other, like, here, little bro,
on the BET Awards.
Here's the torch. Because you really took my shit and you elevated extra terrestrial.
Like, people, fans just out of breath and got to go to the hospital in the middle of the crowd.
Let me tell you something.
Falling out.
Let me tell you something. When they announced that Michael Jackson died, that was the first thing in my mind. I said I was supposed to be on a cot getting carried out to get brought back in just so I could fade again. Okay? And they could carry me back out.
Yes.
And bring me back in.
Yes, that's how you want to feel about an artist. I feel like that. When you feel that way about an artist, it's different. Okay, so I want to ask you about a particular song on the album called Zoom Meeting. It's not really a song, but it's just your intro.
Yeah.
And I feel like for me, I see you as being private. What made you put that out there?
Wow.
You got to check out the album to know what I'm talking about. Make sure, go tell them where it's at.
Oh, it's on Apple Music, Spotify,
Tidal,
Bandcamp. If you want to support me, we still doing it old school. If you just want to contribute, I ain't gonna do no GoFundMe. Ain't nothing happened to me or nothing like that. If you just genuinely want to support and really buy the album, like I'm saying, I used to walk to Target to buy the album. You can walk to my Target, my Bandcamp, and get the album. Otherwise, it's free everywhere else. But Zoom Meetings is. I wanted to liberate myself from a few things. And I actually just put up a post yesterday, and it said something to the effect of, like, Divine almost stopped doing music because of, fear, shame, and I think it was rejection. Mm-hmm. And even putting that post up
was a little nerve-wracking for you.
No, I'd have to say that it also was liberating. There's something so incredible about talking in your truth.
Yes, true.
And I know people say it, and I know it's like a theme now and almost a language for a certain, genre
audience.
People.
Yeah.
But I'm tired, honestly, of people talking. I admire people that live it, that literally can present themselves and say, listen, if you gonna follow me, don't follow me because you think I'm pretty. Don't follow me because you think I'm cool. Or how I told you niggas want to hit you up because they think you got something going on. Mm-hmm. I follow people that are bold about, man, listen, this happened to me. You wouldn't believe it, but this happened to me.
That's how it be.
And I think in Black cultures, we get so And I see both sides. I'm not going to. Matter of fact, of course, I see both sides because I couldn't be this free before. Mm-hmm. It's very much a part of the design of the fuck shit that hiding our history, putting us against each other, making us feel like we should walk in such shame, such guilt, such everything about us has to be heavy. What the fuck is soft life? Like, really, what is soft life?
What is it?
Unless you're being shown what that is, you still don't understand it. You can say it. You can put it as a caption. Soft life to me is before even any nigga comes into the conglomerate of me, myself, and I, and my son. Soft life to me is, listen, have I become comfortable in my discomfort that is actually my pruning process or my diamond process that's just putting pressure on me to make me shine? Am I okay here? Can I take that pressure by myself? If so, okay, cool. Now, when you come in, you're doing this too because we're shining the same diamond because I've already started that process to show you how to treat me. Right. That's soft life. I have to know how I deserve to be treated first in order to even recognize that you're worthy of being around me and that you are treating me according to how I treat myself.
Yes.
And that's soft life. Sorry, my mouth is real juicy. Like I'm ready to perform. Oh my gosh.
Not juicy.
I'm like, chill. Okay. We soft and whatever, but chill.
You know, but like, you know, I got a little, you know.
Hey.
But other than that, I get it. I understand that. When I was listening to your album, I felt like, okay, she's healing at the end. She's trying to heal or figure out how to heal. How do you feel about being vulnerable in your music? Has it helped you to heal?
Yes. Okay. At first, it was scary. Like, the first project, I don't, honestly.
And I love the first project. Go check it out.
I appreciate it. It's tough, right? Because even though a person can be healed from something, that doesn't take away their sensitivity to being able to tap right back into that moment. Yeah. So I can't necessarily just put my first project. Honestly, even Zoom meetings, not going to lie. Now, if someone hits me up and they're like, oh, I'm super excited about the album, like, I'm listening top to bottom, then okay, I have to kind of, like, center myself and be like, okay, I'm about to put these headphones and I'm going to listen as if I'm a listener for the first time. Yes. Then I can run the whole album through. But if I'm kind of experiencing something personal or, like, if I have a moment that maybe took me back sometime during the day, I'm not just going to throw on certain songs because I don't want to revisit that. Like, energy is powerful. And I also say this, I didn't do that record because I'm trying to push that energy. I just believe that there is a genre of women out there that, even not just women, but I'm doing that. I did it for the parents. Because I know some really incredible stand-up men. I'm going to shout out my black men. I'm going to shout out my black women. That's just what I know because we don't get enough credit. But I know some really incredible parents that have been through some unfortunate situations. And I just feel like there's no voice for that. With all this fucking Blueface and Krishan, which is pushing domestic fucking relationships, who else is a thing? Now they're almost shitting on A$AP Rocky and Rihanna, which is ridiculous.
They hate it. They feel like, oh, he's a simp.
First of all.
And it's crazy how we view.
That's sick.
For me, personally, I don't like how our culture looks at everything as not just a race thing, because it's about race, but just negative. Everything is like, and it's a pointing finger game. Even like potting for me, it was hard for me to get back into potting, y'all, because I felt like everybody is negative. Everybody's looking at everything and pointing a finger and opposite sex and
you high value men and you high value women.
You don't do that. And I look at things like this, especially when I look at relationship conversations. Yeah. It bothers me that I know no disconnect with anybody, but for me personally, I have been a victim of saying what men feel, but I am a woman. Right. I can't tell you what a man feels. I can tell you my perspective on my experiences and how I feel. I can't tell you how a man values me. He hasn't told me how he values women. Right. But we like to project as our culture like, oh, men don't value women. It's men that value women.
Yeah.
It's women that value men. But we don't project that in the universe. We project hate. Yeah. We project energy that is not reciprocated in everybody. So for me, it was hard for me to be back potting because I was looking at like, what energy do I want to bring out to the world again? It is not even about, strategizing to get people to look at my page. Like, what am I comfortable with putting out? Right. Not what everybody, because I could put out what everybody else put out. Right. And be popular. I could show my titties to be popular. I could do a lot of things to be popular, but I like the level of respect for me is what I want more than what I speak like negatively on other people. Right. People like, do media conversations about this to make yourself this. I can't do stuff that doesn't even fit me.
Hate to say it, Shade Room.
Yeah.
I don't follow them.
Yeah, it's crazy.
No disrespect to
I follow
Room.
them though. Sorry,
I have to. No, that's your.
That's
business.
Me. Yeah.
I personally can't because, and it's funny because transparency. I send them every video I make. I send it to them because in hopes of one day that you'll put some positivity on this shit. I don't care about who's fucking who. I don't care about who cheated with who. I don't care why. I remember B Simone is one of she keeps growing on me. Yeah. And I don't mean that she in a negative way. It's like I keep learning more about her and I keep building a respect for her. When she was talking about taking a shower or some shit. I mean, they blew that up like they should have blew up the white kid driving to New York, killing 10 people. Yeah. But that story disappeared in less than 2 weeks?
That's the true part about it is we gravitate to more negative shit than other cultures. We'll put ourselves out there before other cultures any day, unfortunately. And then what we'll do is we'll say, but it's this because of this. And because they didn't give us enough of this. Like, when are we going to let go of that and do something more to get to what we're trying to get to? Not
when are we going to do it our damn selves?
Yes, like we can't. Why are we depending on
Grammys? People complain about the Oscars. That's not for us. Hello, that's not for us.
And if that's where you're going, just say one day we get a Grammy or Oscar. If that's where you're going,
I'll take it.
I'll take it too. If that's where we're going, you know what I'm saying? Be proud in that moment of that. Yeah. We don't have to always make it seem like other people didn't notice us. They're just now noticing us. That we weren't unworthy until other people noticed us. Right. We are always worthy. We are loved more than we think we are. As much as people put out there the negative, it's a lot of black positivity out there. And unfortunately, it's not put on a platform as big as the negativity of our culture. But I do want us to get back to being more positive.
Absolutely. I'm with you.
People always, and then another thing, people always look at the parents. A lot of parents these days work hard to take care of their kids. Even my mom had me at 15, and I ain't been through half of what I could have been through from a 15-year-old mom. Like, and I had my mom and dad. My dad was 14, my mom was 15. Like, I was raised well. Even when they were gone, my grandmother had us. So I think they put a lot of negative on people's experiences. Yeah. And those experiences has taught my mom to be who she is today. And it's actually taught me to be a better woman who I am today. Because looking at her experiences and my experiences and what I'm familiar with and where I'm going, it's helped me. Yeah. It helped me see a better understanding of what can happen and what can't happen. Right. What I allow and what I don't want to allow.
Right. Well, it's not on you, it's in you. And
say
obviously, you know, not that I'm like trying to put the Robitussin on there.
You know, put a little rubber bub.
It's conditioning, and unfortunately, some people don't get to that place, or don't even really try to put the work in to get to that place to have a broader understanding to say, okay, any change that I want to see, it starts with me. It starts with us. We could get mad. We could, say, woe is me, woe is us. They never this. They're not gonna. They're not designed to do that.
If they don't, it's okay too.
And that's, I guess, where that, because a lot of people praise the ancestors. And I'm still trying to understand that. But, if I guess we're going to throw that in there, it's like, okay, the ancestors of people who walked the earth before us to promote change, is that like who we're talking about? Like,
I don't know. I think people are a bandwagon people. It's a lot of bandwagon people. We have bandwagon people that listen to other people that still carries the narrative of what other people said. Well, they don't get the education behind it all the time.
It's an escape, in my opinion, because first of all, know what you praising, know what you worshiping, know what you giving credit to, just know the shit before you're pushing it as the narrative or the prototype of something.
And I think that's the thing. People don't research like we have so many people that we don't talk about because a lot of people are not researching. They only do surface stuff. Who the surface people are, which is which give light to everybody. You know what I'm saying? But I love when people research what they're talking about and make that really something. Like, make it powerful. Like, we have a lot of Instagram influencers that are really powerful. As much as we don't give credit to where their education behind things and how we learn and stuff. I just love it. But besides all that, let's get back into your music because we went all the way over there, but we're going to go all the way back over there.
Bring it on back. Bring it on back.
Okay, so before we get into this topic, I wanted to ask you about what you said on checking the mail.
Checks in the mail.
Checks in the mail.
Okay.
You said something like, it kind of felt like, I don't know what do you describe that song for? In one word, how would you describe that song?
One word?
I love when you rap and I love when you sing, but that kind of gave me 27 a little bit from your last album. Kind of gave me that vibe, but in a softer softer way.
It definitely was a statement.
Yeah.
If that's the word.
A statement. Okay.
It was definitely a statement. Check. Yeah. That's a good question.
What was behind that song? Because when I looked at checks in the mail, I'm like, oh, we getting county checks, we getting this check. That's what we talking about. But then when I went in, we was talking about something totally all different. I'm like, oh, okay, we talking about something. But it's still checks in the mail.
Checks in the mail is a statement. Checks in the mail is a feeling. Because let's be honest, no matter where the check comes from, if your name is on it, and them decimals and commas is hidden right,
it's
who
yours.
Cares?
It's yours,
right? Checks in the mail is more of a feeling of more transparency, but just a very clear statement to let anybody know that in this particular time in my life, I'm still getting checks in the mail.
Regardless.
And I'm pretty sure it's not from you, the person that has something to say. So
that's what I took from it. So I'm glad you broke it down just like how I took it from it.
In my mind, when I was making that song, I saw me. Again, I'm very, very visual. I could see everything that I want constantly. I imagine me. I imagine my son. Either we somewhere on the beach somewhere or we in our house chilling. And I'm casually checking the mail in my robe or wherever we at. And I'm chilling. Like almost what's that unfuckwittable. That's really what that song is giving. Nice try. I see you. Salute. But I'm not on that type of time no more.
I'm on this.
Probably would have got me last month, last year, 2 years ago, but right now I'm just focused on getting checks in the mail and that's about it.
Love it. You know what? Make sure you tell them where they can check out the album because I only gave them a snippet of what you have on the album because I don't want to give them all of it.
Hey, give them what you want to. It's out there streaming for free. Check me out on Tidal, Apple Music, Spotify. I mean, even if you want to do a little post, I'm on Instagram, TikTok. And again, if you want to support Bandcamp, just go right on there. I could, as soon as you sign up and buy the album, I'm able to directly contact you and speak with you, let you know about shows. I also have merch. So yeah, just connect with me, vibe with me. The album to me, I think it's worth buying. I put a lot into that album, man. I did. Like I didn't expect to make it, but I really felt like, wow, this is bigger than me. It's for you. It's for anybody that relate to it. I know people doing singles, but you need
She's
this
put a
album.
whole 18 songs out. That means it's deeper than rap. It's deeper than artistry. It's about pouring into other people what you feel, and a lot of people need that because I look at a lot of people. I look at the shade room too. I ain't gonna lie, but I look at a lot of people that's influence that helps me. You know, the Sarah, Jessica, the Sarahs, there's so many other people I can name, influencers for me even I look at. And I look at their page and they have helped me to motivate myself. Some I don't even have the names. I just know I'll be on they always in my page. So
just be supportive.
Yeah.
And them titty bots, girl. Them titty bots be supporting my stories. I be like, come on, Double D, support my shit. They like it. Whatever.
You know what? We have to get into a topic before we go though.
Okay.
Because we got into the music. Okay. We got a little bit about you. Okay. Now we got to get a little under you. A little bit under you. So the topic today, not under you, but it's about under you. Okay. Anyway, so the topic today, guys, is how do you stay comfortable in your skin, in your own skin? And I wanted to ask you that because from what the album was expressing to me is that you are comfortable in your own skin.
That's wonderful.
So that's how I came up with the question listening to your album. Wow. So how do you stay comfortable in your own skin? Being that it's social media and being that everything is about look how everything looks, how do you stay comfortable in your own skin?
That's a great question. And I'm glad you got that from the album.
Yes. I mean, I really listened.
I'm a person. I was bullied when I was younger. I had mean girlfriends.
Girlfriends?
No, not that.
I'm saying girls that were friends.
Oh yeah.
Really? And they was your friends?
I thought, as we discussed earlier, everybody is your friend.
Yeah.
School for me was so interesting.
You would think you would have elevated in school.
I think I always was me. I'll say that humbly. I think I always was me, but I really don't care to hurt or bother I really don't. So I think just coming up and projection has been a big topic in my life where I've always been around other people who projected what the hell they feel. So because I can be an empath or I could be sensitive or caring enough to be like, are you okay? That somehow, because I'm just a mere human too, it caused me to go through all these changes where I didn't accept myself. And I'm like, well, dang, like, I thought I liked, like, let me be real. I thought I liked my breasts, but I guess they're supposed to be bigger. I thought I liked my butt. I thought it was cute. I guess it's supposed to be fatter. I guess I'm supposed to, like these little things that
True.
And I mean, even in my 20s, I had these moments where, and it's weird because when I get dressed, I always say, I'll be like, man, I'll put that shit on. Right?
Okay, that's what you're supposed to say.
But I say that even when I'm putting on my night clothes. And that shit, I think making that connection again, from child me to maturing me now, I'm still a child. Like, I'm God's kid, period. Raising another kid. But making that connection is like, when I say, I just said God, but I'm going to say that shit. When I say that shit, like, put that shit on, I'm not saying, like, Fendi, Louis, Prada, somebody else's name on my back. I'm saying that shit, like, having an understanding and connection that anything I put on, even my coconut oil, that's that shit, my lip gloss, that's putting that shit on because I've already made that connection with myself that, listen, maybe once before you questioned this, and your hair and your nails, but why are you questioning something that's it already been what it is? Yeah. That's that shit. So when you put on that shit that I choose to put on, now I'll be transparent again. I've thought of surgery. I've thought of
Me too.
changing my. Who hasn't?
Who hasn't?
It's somebody's full of shit if they talk about
like I'm telling
they
you,
looking and watching the same internet we watching, dealing with the same niggas.
I look right at the internet like,
maybe I should go get me a scoop of booty tomorrow.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay?
Exactly.
We've thought about it, but it's like to really think about. And I'm not knocking nobody who's went and done it. Actually, I'm gonna tell you something that I heard yesterday that I was like, what? My friend read me this quote that he seen, and it said, only broke girls despise surgery. Meaning, if you don't got surgery and you out here talking the shit that I'm probably talking, it's because you're broke. And I beg to differ. Because I think I
beg to differ too, because I seen men put on Carrie Hilson comment and said, "Oh, you would have looked right if you had a BBL," and I'm like, "That's what we out here doing now."
Carrie Hilson.
Carrie Hilson.
They're blind because she's been bad.
She's bomb though, like. But that's what I'm saying. The mindset of a man and woman has changed so much that we are not comfortable in our skin. You know what I'm saying? And we feel like we need all of these things to make us better, and then when they get all these things, they still fucked up. So, and not everybody, because everybody, it works for some people. Yeah. But some people would be the inside fucked up.
Well, and I used to work at a salon in L.A. I ain't going to call it out. But I used to work at a salon, and I literally would call my mom and be like, "Mom, I feel like I work at Instagram." Because every build-a-body chick was in there. And let me tell you our encounter. All of them.
Yeah, it be like that.
I'm like, but your booty big. Yeah. Your titties is hidden. Your outfit,
it don't matter. I don't know what it is about our black women sometimes is that we really look up and down at other women like as if they're nothing. Or you ain't better than me.
That ain't me.
You ain't me.
I'll compliment somebody to where somebody will question my sexuality because I don't mind giving credit where it's due.
You should.
What I'm trying to say, though, is that you have all that work done, or these women have this work done.
And you still mad.
And you're looking at me,
as
I guess next to you. I don't even think from that mindset because I'm not here to compete with you, so I don't want to assume that you're here to compete with me. But you have this negative energy to where you can't understand that I said good morning to you. Oh. You can't understand that I asked you how you're doing. I smiled at you.
Yeah.
So, yeah, get your body done if that's what you choose. But it's not on you, it's in you. Mm-hmm. If you can't walk into a room and feel like you radiate an energy that's undeniable, what you think buying ass is going to do? You going to walk in that bitch with a big booty, still looking around, hoping that somebody gives you the confidence that you're responsible to give yourself. Mm-hmm. So
that's a check, please.
If you can't wake up or go to bed putting that shit on, you need to really evaluate where you at in your life. Yeah. Even me I locked my hair this year. I never thought I would be doing that. And my reason for not doing it at first is because I personally had never really seen too many women with locks for real. Out here, that wasn't very common. You see faux locks all day long, and I had worn.
And I see them all over Instagram, but
I did the braids, the weaves, the straight, like every style, and I do hair, so I could do it my damn. Oh, that's what we doing. Oh, they flipped the baby hairs to the left.
I'm on the baby hairs with the left. I'm on the middle.
Yeah, I'm gonna put my last name right there. Like,
yes.
I was on it, but then it was like, okay, you keep going back to locks though, like faux locks. Something's that like there's something you need to focus. I mean, for 6 years I was wearing faux locks. And it was fucking my hair up because it's fake hair. You're putting it in, taking it out, putting it in, taking it out. And then it was like, okay, what is my reason again for not locking my hair? Oh, because I want to get married and I see myself looking like fried dye laid to the side with this dress on. I never seen nobody elegant with locks. And people would get pissed when I say that.
But I have.
But it's true.
I have seen people elegant with locks.
You've seen it. Now me saying that I haven't wasn't
a negative thing towards anybody. It was just that you never seen it.
It was an honest statement. I never seen. I would like to see. Maybe that's how I could have put it, but that was me just being vulnerable enough to say, listen, where I'm from, I hadn't really seen it.
But
I know about 2 women that had locks, but even that was a different lock. It was a sister lock. It's not the locks that I want.
right.
So I would, hey, if you could show me something to correct me, maybe you'll push this process and I'll lock my hair. Now, I still didn't see a bride. I haven't necessarily looked up brides, but some way, somehow, I started to really look deeper. And I said, why do you gravitate to this hairstyle? All the weaves and shit you could buy, why do you keep putting locks in your hair? How do you feel when you have your hair locked up? No, how do you feel?
Right.
This is me talking to me. I'm like, damn, I feel very queenish. I feel, I'm not, I mean, I don't really wear a lot of makeup anyway, but like I don't feel subjected to go like paint my face. You notice when you wear a ponytail or you straighten your hair, you gotta almost feel prone to put on makeup
or eyelashes to pump it up a little bit.
Like it's pressure.
It is.
Okay, damn, she sprayed the hell out of these baby hairs. I got to
make my lip and make it. And I do that. I even when I put this hairstyle in, I never had this hairstyle with the curl coming out of it. Appreciate it. Shout out to Jazzy. But I told myself, I said, okay, I need eyelashes. That's the first thing I said. And then my boyfriend like, you don't need no eyelashes. You're fine like that. Because my boyfriend is the person that hate makeup. So he's like,
that's dope though. I like that he like your natural state. That's
girl, please be natural. He be like, oh, you got your lashes on today?
Girl, they will fry you.
But don't be hating on my lashes because I like my lashes.
Right.
So it's not, I like your opinions, but it's what I like too. So.
And boundaries like a mug.
Baby, because you ain't going to stop me from wearing and doing what I want to do. I like your opinions. Right. I give a little bit of not everything. When, people think when a man suggests something or thinks some way or he's hating on you. He's not. That's just his preference of what he wants. But if I like it, learn to like it a little bit. A little bit. I ain't going to do too much because I don't like lashes like that. I wear it for this and I wear it out when I go to carpets.
Yeah.
When I'm at work and at home, these is off.
I feel
lashes get on my nerve. They're blinking too much in my eye.
Girl, bras and lashes.
No, baby hairs and lashes needs to go.
I don't know. I like baby hairs.
I don't like them all the way to the eyebrow. Yours is fine.
I was about to say they touching the eyebrow. I'm trying to get
yours are real though.
Yeah, I be swirling these hoes.
Yeah, yours are real. You know the fake ones with the lace? Hate them.
They be taking teenage hair.
Oh my God, they be all the way up here, and then they don't even be really that hot.
It's from the wigs.
Yeah, that's
you have to. I get.
Yeah, I'm not in tune with the wig life, but
I'm not either.
Love everybody that does it. That's what you.
And shout out to the wigs because y'all be actually having crap underneath them wigs. Niggas swear y'all bald headed, but y'all be having hair.
Yeah, a lot of women be having hair and just wear wigs because it's honestly the way we express ourselves with hair, and that's what about being comfortable with ourselves is. It's that sense too. Like, my boyfriend always asks me, why do women don't like to be as natural no more with their hair at least? I'm like, because sometimes it makes them feel good to try different hairstyles. It makes them good to do different things and try different things and see what they like.
Right.
Men have to be supportive of that too. Like
I
we
agree.
see your bald, you
see
you're gonna get bald. You're gonna get bald one day, and I have to accept that.
Right.
You're gonna keep getting bald, and I gotta accept your forward back going back. Like, is that okay? Like, are you mad about? Yeah, I'm just trying to say. Anyway, can you give women some advice about being comfortable with themselves and how to get there? Because we gotta head out our time.
Well, as you know, I don't like giving advice. Sharing experience though, because this is still an everyday walk for me.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna front like every day I just walk up and I was like, I put that shit on, I'm that nigga. I want to be like that all the time, but in my moments of even doubt or like second guessing, allow yourself grace, because it really do be the days that you feel in your head for whatever reason, whether you a focused woman or man, whatever, or they, them. I don't want to get us in trouble.
Yeah. He, she, him.
Lord. Whoever you, whatever. There's going to be moments where your energy is going to be pulled in different directions. But even if you need to save putting that shit on, what I simply mean is just be able to put yourself in that position to recognize that in every building, you belong to be there.
Right.
In everything that is beautiful, every moment that is beautiful, everything that is peaceful, joy, accepting, abundant. Like, you deserve to have and to be and to feel. So whatever you do, however you do it, put that shit on. Especially when your energy is being pulled to not believe in yourself.
Yes.
Or to give up in that thing that you know that God told you you're supposed to be doing. Put it on. And stand there in the mirror if you need to sometimes and tell yourself who you are. Because, I mean, back in the day, the whole, like, and people still, I'm sure, do it, but affirmations, man, affirming yourself, being the first person to get it yourself in the morning is so important.
Yes.
And getting that God is so important because when you leave, you don't know what's, soon as the front door even open, your neighbor could do something crazy. It could be a car accident.
Everything could change.
Everything can change, but you have the authority and the power and the position. Before your feet hit the ground, write you some affirmations. Write you some goals down. Rehearse that shit like a script every morning. If you forget during the day, then read it before you go to bed. Pray over your kids and your family. Establish who and what you are in this world. Don't let people tell you that. And that's how you put that shit on.
Man. And you know what? That was the episode of G Vibes. Make sure you check this episode out. Make sure you check Divine out. Tell them where to find you and to find your music.
Oh, yeah. I forgot about Instagram. Y'all should check me out on Instagram because that's like my main site. It's at Divine, DEVINE .evolution, EVOLUTION. If you need your hair done and you got some locks or you're a man who needs grooming, it's a Beauty Killer, BEAUTYKI, 3 L's, then an A, INC on Instagram. And then you can find me on Tidal, Apple Music, Spotify, like I said, Instagram, TikTok, all streaming platforms. Yeah, come find me.
And you know what? We are out.
Bye.
Bye, y'all.